Jaquan Jenkins gets a couple offers after his first terrible little game from a couple smaller schools. He might have some options if he doesn't turn out to be the prospect that he is. So he might go with the Utah Aggies. I think Steve Smith went there, so might keep it alive, baby. Or he could go Fresno. They have an okay team. They just need a little defense, so he could be that piece. So I think he might go with the Fresno State. Hopefully he can lead upon into his second week and be a little bit better. But now, can Jaquan live up to the hype and prove that he's the number one corner going into his second week after having a shaky first start? And he's having it again, but the receiver drops it. Jaquan Jenkins gets lucky on the first play of the game. They went right at his sorry ass, and he almost gets beat deep. Jaquan Jenkins comes over there with a tackle on a quarterback. He breaks him off, though. He tried to lay the wood on the quarterback. It didn't work. He brushed him off, but they were able to surround him to stop him at 5. And he gets the underneath route, and he gets about 3 yards almost. They decide to punt instead of going for it on 4th and inches, which I'm very surprised about. They're going to give the dangerous Jaquan Jenkins the ball on a punt return after his last week muffs punt. The fucking gunner laid him out. What a crazy thing. And Jaquan Jenkins gets laid out too. The offense was able to get 7. Enters Jaquan Jenkins. Makes some contact with the receiver, and the running backs gets the first down because of that. Jaquan is supposed to be a cover corner, so he's not really that good in the run game, but you still have to get down there in that run game and be physical. Even though this new era has turned to the pass game, the run game is still there, and it won't change. And Jaquan Jenkins gives up the deep route. Jaquan Jenkins' zone was back there. Instead, he plays the short route thinking that was the quarterback's first read. Instead, he went deep on him. They get 7 on the run as well. They get the first on that run. This defense has to be a little bit more physical because they're getting now into their territory. They have to bend their backs and give in. There we go. They get a stop. That was a great stop by the defense right there. They have to bend their backs and get another stop again. They throw it out to the flat, but it's incomplete. Oh, he gains about 3. It's 3rd and 10. Let's see what the defense gonna do again. Or the offense at that matter. And they throw a touchdown. The defense has just been getting killed. Jaquan Jenkins is supposed to be the lead block. He ain't doing much leading that day. The offense was able to get 7. I think the coach decided to sit Jaquan for a couple to get his strength back. They were scared of the dangerous Jaquan Jenkins at returner, so they decided to kick away from him, which is a smart move. And they throw an inbreaker to the receiver on Jaquan. Jaquan has just been getting killed by those inbreakers and deeps. He just can't seem to get his head around when it's time to get there. And they were finna throw it Jaquan's way. I don't know. Can Jaquan get to the next level? And they throw a slant for a first. JJ is... His footwork is a little sloppy in these first 2 weeks. He's been getting a little muddy. And they almost get a pick. JJ got to get more on him. A little bit more, man-to-man wise. And they get the inbreaker and get the 1st and goal. They call a timeout. They're just driving on this defense right now at will. No worry at all. They're throwing an outside pass, and we get them to a hole. We stop them. They use another timeout as well. The defense is in a bend, don't break situation at the goal line. Can they get a stop? Jaquan Jenkins playing in the flat, looking for something. The quarterback gets hit. The quarterback was looking for a pass right there, but he wasn't able to get it off after getting blown up. And he lobs it for a touchdown. Number 2, what are you doing? They made the smart option of throwing it away from Jaquan Jenkins. So they were able to get the touchdown. And Jaquan Jenkins comes on the kick return, looking for Green and Marr. And he goes for a touchdown. 97 yards. Jaquan Jenkins. Nigga. Jaquan Jenkins proved his impact on the kick return by going 97 yards. And he proved his big hit ability. Jaquan Jenkins is checking all the boxes for the scouts, looking for what he can prove in the next collegiate. He knows that they can't afford to get beat deep, so he gave up the short. And the run is affecting them, and they almost get the first. But they decide to punt the ball with the last 10 seconds leading into the third quarter to Jaquan Jenkins, the dangerous returner. He returned one. Can he return another? It doesn't look like it. His ass is getting tackled. The offense was able to get 7 on their first drive of the new quarter. And Jaquan Jenkins helped them get that little boost. And they hold them 2nd and 10. Jaquan Jenkins has proved his impact on the kick return. So he showed his value that he can impact both sides of the ball. But can he be an impact on defense and get a pick? For God's sakes. Jaquan started glitching out because I got mad at his ass for not getting no picks. But it's right there in front of you, my guy. Get it. And we stopped the quarterback from doing a option play. They gonna kick it to the dangerous Jaquan JJ Jenkins. It looks like a good kick for Jaquan. He taking it. He looking for something. And he can't find it. He get about 15 though. Man, Jaquan just really a simple nigga, you feel me? He gonna do what he need to do to get his team to win this game. And they get 8. Sorry, a little bit of Jaquan slipped out of me. Fuck you talking about. But what can you say? Ha, JJ. And they get a pick! Give me that. That's my sheet. Yeah. The defense is rolling after Jaquan Jenkins' impact play on the team by giving them that motivation that they could do it. And the running back bounces it inside after seeing Jaquan. They're trying to get a touchdown to get back in this game. They throw a screenplay. It goes for 7. Jaquan has to be a little bit better at play recognition. He's not been that great at it. He needs to know when or what type of routes they're going to be running his way. I don't know about y'all, but I think this is a great video. Make sure you hit that like button if you agree. But also, Jaquan with the tackle. I don't know if it's just me, but besides Jaquan Jenkins' impact play, he hasn't did much on defense. He needs to do a little bit better. He got beat to give them that touchdown earlier in the game. He needs to do something else right here to stop them from scoring. And they're running the ball again. And they're getting the first, and they get a touchdown. Jaquan Jenkins, the dangerous returner, is back to field another one. No DJ Khaled. And he gets tackled, not able to return it after getting. The offense wasn't able to manage to do anything whatsoever. So Jaquan Jenkins is the last line of hope. What can he do? And they stopped the running back from getting any yards. Jaquan, we need a pick from you. Can we get it? And he lays his ass out. Jaquan has played underwhelming expectations placed upon him. And he's supposed to be living up to the hype of being the #1 recruit going into the next collegiate class, which he hasn't looked like. And they throw it to the other side, and he's taking it all the way down the sideline and almost scores it. He decides not to look Jaquan's way because he was kind of sitting on it a little bit too hard. Jaquan is just play a little bad. I need to see more out of him. They're going to go in a heavy set. Jaquan comes with the tackle on the quarterback. Jaquan seen through that play and get the tackle on the quarterback. Now they're forced to do something in his goal line. They throw it to the back of the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jaquan was forced to stay in his zone, and he had to guard those curl routes because they were sitting right there in the end zone, for God's sake. And he comes across, and Jaquan's man drops the ball for a turnover. Jaquan has got lucky time and time again throughout these games of his receivers just dropping the ball. And they almost complete it. But I don't know if this luck streak is going to continue for Jaquan. Can you keep this managing into every game? And Jaquan lays the hit! It's a fumble! Jaquan, Jank. Look at the boom! Boom! He laid on him. That was nasty, Jaquan. That was nasty. Yeah. Jaquan Jenkins made his impact by making a fumble to end the game in his kick return. He did it all, proving he's a two-way impact player. MVP, play of the game. He didn't get player of the game. What a great way to end week 2 for Jaquan Jenkins. He played a little bit tight coverage this game, but he laid the hits on everybody. He wasn't playing. He had to show that he was physical after messing up his left arm in his junior season. And he proved to the scouts that he can be that. Jaquan Jenkins wasn't able to get another star even after his performance in this week. It's because he got beat deep. He didn't look that great in coverage. He showed that he's a great tackler in space. He managed to get a forced fumble, but he has to do better in coverage. Jaquan was lucky enough to able to escape that game with a win, coming down to a great game-ending fumble by Jaquan Jenkins. And now he has a couple schools that sent him a D2 offer, and he has some options. The Utah Aggies, which offered him last week, but he decided to go with Fresno, and San Jose State, and a couple other schools. I think he might go with Utah because Steve Smith, hey, he went there. Now, can Jaquan hope to be the success going into his next week? We'll see. Wxrlze gone.